This call is being recorded.
All right, all right. Hey, good morning. Hey, and welcome to the Uplift Breakthrough Leadership Call. And we're excited to have you on the call this morning, guys, as this is the day the Lord's made. We want to rejoice and be glad in it. Give you just one little nugget here this morning that I thought about when I woke up. I was thinking about speed versus strategy. Speed versus strategy. Going ahead and getting it done with a system. When you have a system, you can go fast, okay? And we have a cookie cutter system and all, and the breakthrough system. But we have to get out of the habit of only doing things when we feel good. How many people went to work when you used to have a job and you be sick and you still go to work? I can't afford to take off. I can't afford to miss the day. Oh no, And I mean, you go there coughing, sniffling, and everything because you had to get the job done. Well, that's the attitude you have to take, even in a home-based business. You feel better than others. Some days you have more obstacles than others. Some days you have more opportunity than other opportunities. But every day is a day of action. Okay, so here in West, basketball star, he once said, "You can't get much done in life if you only work on the days you feel good." So if we can control our actions, control our feelings, and control how we move, we can control our lives. We can control the zeros at the end of the one. The one can have 1 0, 2 zeros, 4 zeros. And I was just checking something out the other day. One of the largest numbers of a wealthy person is called a Googleplex. And a Googleplex has 100 zeros behind the one, okay? And that's 33 commas. So we'll get close as we can to that here with Shop Fremont, okay? Yeah, with that being said, I'm going to turn the call over to our breakthrough leader, my coach, my mentor, a guy that's done it and doing it over again. He that says it can't be done or get out of the way of the one that's doing it. Dr. Breakthrough is definitely doing it. So he went to the call, Uplift International Global Trainer, as well as Global 4, Crown 4. Dr. Breakthrough, is breakthrough time.
Shark. Well, thank you, Coach 100K. And boy, we really appreciate your vision, your dedication to free and empower 100,000 families and make 6 figures or more in this industry. And by the way, folks, we've got a very special guest speaker, so I want you to text some folks. I've done a couple Facebook posts as well to make sure they get on this line. So I'm going to give you my breakthrough attitude adjuster, and then we're going to bring on our special guest. So take this time to text and get folks. They don't want to miss this incredible call with this special guest speaker. So the breakthrough attitude adjuster. Wow, what a great day to be alive. I feel dynamite. I like me. I accept me. I love me. I'm going to have a super fantastic day today because I'm too blessed to be depressed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too glad to be sad, too anointed to be disappointed, too elated to be agitated, too grounded to be confounded, too grateful to be hateful, and too saved not to be getting paid. Circumstances are aligning themselves in my favor. I am healthy, physically fit, and intellectually equipped. I have wisdom far beyond my years. I'm an extraordinary person with incredible abilities, which I would use to add value to others' lives. Knowing that as I help others reach their dreams, I will automatically reach my own. I anticipate meeting the person or group of people today who are willing to use their power, wealth, and influence to help me achieve my dreams. All day long, people will go out of their way to bless me. Today, I will add great value to someone's life. I will show compassion to those in need. I will give strength to the weak and inspiration to the weary. Someone needs what I have to offer, and I gladly make myself available. I embrace abundance, and it embraces me. I'm abundant in every good way. I am an abundance magnet. I like money. It likes me. It is attracted to me, and it comes abundantly from many sources. I circulate God's money wisely because it's a tool to help those in need. And it's also a way of keeping score of how many people's lives I added value to. I may have been broke, busted, and disgusted, but now I declare that I am rich, growing, and overflowing. My business is booming and checks are zooming. I'm happy on purpose. I'm experiencing great victories, supernatural turnarounds, and miraculous breakthroughs in the midst of great impossibilities. I am an overcomer. If my mountain can't be removed, I will develop and practice my mountain climbing skills. I may experience a setback, but setbacks are only setups for comebacks, and setbacks pave the way for comebacks. I'll make lemonade out of life's lemons. And if life dares to knock me down, I'll fall on my back, realizing that as long as I can look up, I can get up. I commit to paying for my dreams with preparation and perspiration so that I won't have to live with my nightmares of regret. I do not procrastinate because procrastination leads to devastation. It is the assassination of my destination. Thus, I will act now. I am a doer. I get results that last. I now release the champion that is inside of me. I am the leader that multitudes of people are looking for. I decide and choose to succeed today and every day hereafter. Watch out, world. Here I come. And my friend, that's the attitude and spirit of our special speaker today, Mr. Rob Yanok. Rob pastored for many years and a minister of the gospel, also a motivational speaker. He's an author. Matter of fact, he's an incredible, great guy. I was speaking for a company in Ohio, and this guy came up afterwards. He said, "Man, I'm in a hurry. I got to leave. But I wanted to stay to hear you." And he said, "I want to buy everything you got." And I got to go, and I was like, "Wow, who is this guy?" And he gave me his card, and so I looked him up online, and I gave him a call, and I said, "Man, got to have you speak for our leadership call." And of course, you all heard him before, and I told you, I said, "Man, I got to bring this guy back." I don't know if you remember, he made a statement that was so riveting. He said, "Whoever counts you out doesn't count." Come on, somebody. So, Mr. Rob Yanok, take it away, my friend.
Thank you, Dr. Stan, Dr. Breakthrough. Man, I am so stoked to be with all of you guys this morning. I mean that. So I don't take what I do lightly, and I know your time is valuable, but I love the heart that all of you have to want to be inspired, to be encouraged, to pursue wisdom, and to be better than what you are, because you can really make a difference. Elon Musk said, "I think it's possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary." And I think I'm on a call today with people who have made a decision to be extraordinary, to be exceptional, really to be amazing and astonishing and remarkable. That's you guys. And just because you made a decision to get up and get on this call, I want to take the next 20 minutes, and I want to encourage you this morning. I mean, I know it's Wednesday. It is hump day. But I know that every day doesn't always go as planned. I know every day doesn't always go the way that we want it to go. I'm reminded of a Peanuts cartoon, and I still love the Peanuts. I'm 50 years old, but I still love the Peanut cartoons. And Lucy comes up to Charlie Brown one day and says, "You know, Charlie Brown, life is like an ocean liner. Some people, they'll take their deck chair and put it on the stern to see where they've been. But then there are some people that put their deck chair on the bow to see where they are going. Charlie Brown," she said, "where do you want to put your deck chair?" And Charlie Brown was perplexed momentarily, and he looks at Lucy and says, "I don't know. I can't even unfold my deck chair." So I may be talking to some people. You're in a stuck season. You're in a season that you don't even know. You can't even get your deck chair unfolded, let alone where to put it. So I ask you this question this morning. Are you tired living at the bottom when everybody else around you is rising to a higher place? Because I believe that with one decision, with one desire, in one moment, you can turn your life around and make the rest of your life actually the best of your life, whether it's in your relationships, your finances, your mind, your desires. The truth of it is, our Creator has a richer and fuller and more rewarding life in store for every one of us. So, hey, it's hump day. It's time to get up, rise up, shake off all the old ways, and make this decision that we're going to do it. So, because we're really a work of art. There's a scripture Paul was saying in Ephesians 2:10 that we are God's workmanship, his master work, his work of art. That's who every one of us are. So don't settle for average today, because you're capable of doing so much better. The truth of it is, to make profound changes in our life, we're going to either need inspiration or desperation. And to be honest with you, I have been at both points. I've been inspired to make changes, and then I've been desperate to make changes in my life. But the sad thing is, I found out that 95% of our society, or people that we know, actually settle for far less than what they want in this life. And they just continue to live wishing they had more, and then they end up living with regret, and they really never understand what they could be, what they could do, and that they could actually have more in this life. I have served as a pastor for 24 years. I travel and speak now. I've preached funerals since 1990. So that's how long I've been dealing with people who have maybe taken their last breath on this earth. And the question that we all will be faced is not how we're going to die, but the question is, how are we going to live? Because I really found out that the most profound aspects that I've come to learn about death, whether that's preaching a funeral, going to a funeral, dealing with loss from a friend or a family member, it really seems to put into perspective what is truly important in this life. If you and I are going to make the rest of our life the best of our life, we're going to have to realize that every moment of every day is a gift. You woke up today. Somebody took their last breath in the middle of the night, but you didn't. You woke up. King David said, teach us to number our days and recognize how few they are, and help us to spend them as we should. Every day when you wake up, you have the opportunity not to turn over a new leaf, but to turn over a new life, because life is a gift. And I can tell you, just this past May, I've turned 50. And David said, my life is fleeting. The time on earth is brief. Remind me that my days are numbered. Okay. You and I have been given a precious resource called time. We can't save it. We can't buy it. The only thing we can do is redeem it or use it. The dictionary has 2.5 columns defining it. The encyclopedia has 13.5 pages describing this gift called time. 18 times a minute we breathe, 25,920 times a day, free of charge. Matter of fact, that breath you just took, think about it for a second. It is a gift. I want to tell you that our greatest enemy is not death, but it's a life that is unlived. Was it William Wallace in Braveheart said, every man dies, but not every man lives? I love what Marcus Aurelius said. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, and to love. So I want to challenge you with that. Number 2, pursue wisdom. That's why you're on this call. You are pursuing wisdom, knowledge of what is true and what is right, so you can be coupled with it with judgment into action, with discernment and insight. Benjamin Franklin said it like this: we are all born ignorant, but one must work hard to remain stupid. Jim Rohn once said, for things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. For things to improve, you have to improve. When you grow, everything in your life grows. I want to encourage you, don't be a know-it-all. Be a learn-it-all. Don't bankrupt your mind. Warren Buffett said that the most important investment you can make is in yourself. Listen, that's why I went up to Dr. Breakthrough at this event and said, give me everything. I want to buy everything that you have. Because why? I'm after wisdom. I'm after knowledge. If I can learn from Dr. Breakthrough some of his mistakes, that will cause me to not make certain mistakes. I buy the books. I go to the seminars. I continue to learn. Purchase the audios. Purchase the DVDs. Have an open heart to grow. Somebody asked me one time, because I went to a seminar and paid over $500 to go to the seminar. Actually, it was actually more than that, with hotel, food, flight. And they said, "Oh my gosh, was it worth it? Were the products worth it? Were the seminar worth it?" And here's what I said: I'm worth it. I'm worth it. You are worth it. The money we spent on personal and spiritual development and business development is worth it, because we are worth it. We always invest in what we find valuable. Invest in ourselves. Invest in wisdom. All right? So pursue wisdom, and you get that by what you hear, what you read, what you connect with. And I want to encourage you. Dr. Breakthrough told you I wrote the book, Your Ultimate Comeback: How to Get Up When Life Knocks You Down. I want to encourage you. If you have not read that book yet, you need to get it. You can get it on Amazon. If you email me, rob@robyanok.com I'm going to send you 3 other ebooks for free, just for you purchasing my book. And I promise you'll see all the mistakes I've made. You'll see how I've messed up in some areas, but how I recovered, and how you can too. Number 3, you got to learn to develop right relationships. Right relationships are everything. If you ever see a turtle on the top of a fence post, you know he had help getting there. Here's what I've come to know. My wife and I just celebrated 30 years of marriage. We're about to become grandparents here in March of 2020. We're so excited. We got 5 kids. God gives us people to love and things to use. He does not give us things to love and people to use. I would encourage you, connect with the right people. Focus on your relationships. Express love to those closest to you. Proverbs 13:20, walk with the wise and you will become wise. Think about that for a second. The truth of it is, too, our environment shapes us more than how we were raised. You get around the right people, successful people, driven people, good people, your life will change. Paul said in 1 Corinthians 15:33, and I know I'm preaching to the choir, but don't be misled. Bad company corrupts good characters. Sometimes the most ordinary things could be made extraordinary simply by doing them with the right people. I believe that relationships either propel you or sustain you. They either take you up or bring you down. The wrong relationships are thieves to your success. So get around and stay connected with right people. And then number four, get a vision for your life. Life is a journey. Every journey has a destination. Everybody's going to end up somewhere in life, but few people end up somewhere on purpose. Get a vision for your life. Where do you want to go? What do you want to experience? C.S. Lewis said, you're never too old to set another goal or dream a new dream. You know that God's a visionary. He's a planner. Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not harm you, to give you hope and a future. Be a planner. Be a visionary. What is the compelling image of your achievable future? Because vision brings your world into focus. It brings order out of chaos. It enables you to see everything in life differently. Get a vision that makes you want to jump out of bed in the morning. Because listen, you'll never go beyond where you see yourself going. I want to encourage you this morning, get a vision for your life that's so big the hair on the back of your neck will stand up. That'll make your toes curl. And get such a vision for your life that 100 years from now, listen to me, 100 years from now, you say, well, Rob, I'll be gone, dead. But you know what? Future generations birthed from you will look at your picture and say, thank you. I want to encourage you to get a vision. Write that vision down. The most extraordinary life that you can imagine is available to you. The possibilities for the rest of your life, I believe, are infinite and unlimited. Helen Keller said the only thing worse than being blind is the one who has sight and no vision. Ordinary people, it's easy for them to believe in things that are possible. But extraordinary people, they visualize not just what is possible or probable, but extraordinary people rather see what is impossible. And by visualizing things that are impossible, you begin to see things that are possible. So get a vision for your life. All my kids have a vision board in their rooms. I taught them this years ago. Where you want to go? What do you want to do? What do you want to be? What do you want to experience? I look at mine every morning. I'm constantly updating and putting new pictures on there and new ideas and new dreams and new visions so I could see it. Because if you can see it, it'll get on the inside of you. And if it can get on the inside of you, it will manifest in time on the outside of you. Out of the abundance of your heart, of your life, these things can take place. And then the last thing that I believe, if you're going to make the rest of your life the best of your life, you're going to have to live every day expecting greater things. We're supposed to walk by faith and not by sight. So that means if I'm going to expect greater things, if I'm having a difficult day or it's not going the way I want it to go, it's okay because a better day's coming. I'm looking towards the future. I have an expectation, which is a strong desire to be filled with anticipation and confidence to obtain what I vision and what I hope for and what I expect. So expectation can move mountains. Listen, expectation can bring to you that you desire. Listen, if there are mountains in your life, I believe that there's a God who had the power to make mountains, that same God is on the inside of you that can move mountains. How about we start living our life every day as the prayers are already answered? That's what the law of belief truly is. That's what the law of attraction, the law of faith really is. What we believe in our heart becomes reality. I think it was Jesus said this. He did say this in Mark 9:23. If you can, all things are possible for one who believes. And I'm going to end with this because this is really important. Don't ever allow anyone else's limiting beliefs to become yours. Do you hear that? Quit allowing somebody else's limiting beliefs to become yours. The only limits that you have are the limits you believe. So I want to encourage you, if you're going to make the rest of your life the best of your life, be limitless by believing in the impossible. Don't believe what your uncle, who's sitting on the recliner with the remote control all day, telling you why you can't do what you can do or why certain things can't be done. When you have faith, when you have expectation, you will believe that impossible things are possible and you will get what you expect. And there's no situation in your life too difficult for a turnaround. So if you can believe that, your life can become the best of your life. And I just want to encourage you with that thought this morning. And I hope every one of you have an extraordinary day, an amazing day. May the Lord's hand be upon you. No sickness, no disease, no harm, no injury, no tragedy come before you or your family. And that this day will be extraordinary and amazing and prosperous. So God bless you guys. You can follow me on social media at Rob Yanok, Yanok, or you can go to robyanok.com. Dr. Breakthrough, back to you.
Well, my friend, this is so powerful. I want you to, I get in text already. Give those points again, just very briefly give those points, how to make the rest of your life the best of your life Some folks said, man, he talks as fast as you talk. I couldn't write him down.
But hey, Doc, I could actually also email you the notes, and we could get it out to everybody.
Okay.
We could do that too, but
Awesome.
let me give you the points real quick.
Yes,
Number one, realize every moment is a gift from God. Every moment of every day is a gift from God. Number two, pursue wisdom. Don't be a know-it-all. Number three, developing the right relationships. Well, that's how you make the rest of your life the best of your life, getting around the right people. Number four, get a vision for your life. Get a vision for your life. And then number five, live every day expecting greater things.
Wow.
That's
powerful.
That's Rob Yanok's 5 keys to making the rest of your life the best of your life.
Awesome, man. Awesome. I was on your website yesterday, man. You have a beautiful family and such powerful, motivating, inspiring things on your website. So spell your name out again to make sure that everybody goes to the right website.
Rob Yanok, YANOK.com.
Wow. Powerful. Hey, folks, I've told you the story so many times of Les Brown and I speaking in the UK, and at this event he spoke first, and Les spoke on one of the things that Rob talked about: don't allow other people's negative opinions to become your reality. And it was powerful. If you know Les Brown's story, that's his story, and that was so powerful. But then I was going up to speak, and I said to him, whispered to him, "Hey Doc, Les, I got something a little bit. I mean, that was great. Don't get me, man, that was off the chart. I got something a little better."
Yeah.
He looked at me like, "Doc, what you got? What you got?" And I said to him, "Only allow God's opinion of you to become your reality, because that's the only opinion that counts." And so he said, "Oh my goodness, you got me." And as a matter of fact, Rob, I was praying, meditating this morning. I thought about this. Really, the best way not to allow other people's negative opinion to become your reality is to focus on committing to only allowing God's opinion, God's predictions, God's words, God's promises to become your reality. Because he says you're more than an overcomer. He says you're a conqueror. He says you're the head, not the tail. And so, but hey, Liddy Flom, one of our powerful leaders, Lady Love. And by the way, Rob, what I love about it is that, a lot of speakers are great at speaking, but you don't just speak it, you live it. I was telling you about my 21-day breakthrough challenge, and the first thing you said is, "Man, what's the website? What's the web?" I mean, here's what I found out, Rob. What's crazy? I don't know why it works this way, but it seems like, you travel all over now speaking, but it seems like the folks that invest in themselves the most tend to need it the least, and the ones who need it the most don't do it. They just come.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Every company I speak for, man, it's like the number one income earner, the top people. They come running, they want my stuff, and then the folks who are struggling are sitting back there like, "Right, I can't afford it." No, you can't afford not to get it. You can't afford not to invest.
Right.
You can't afford,
Right.
So this is so powerful. But Liddy Flom, one of our powerful leaders, she was asking a question. Let me see if I can find Liddy out there again. Lady Love, a.k.a. Dr. Ignite. This woman's so powerful. Liddy, okay, here you go. So, Liddy, you want to ask that question, you text me. Liddy, you're unmuted.
Good morning, Rob. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Wow. I'm just going to say I am so inspired by your words this morning and taking dubious notes. And with that being said, I think I'm going to scribe the whole thing out. So I know I'm grateful for recordings. I would love to know. Thank you. And so I would like to know how to get your book. And
you can, great. You can go to Amazon and order it. It's on Amazon, ebook, but don't get the ebook, because if you buy the paperback and then you send me an email showing me that you bought the book, I'm going to send you the actual ebook also. and 2 other ebooks that I wrote. And we are just in the and then I'm also going to send you a link to me speaking this message live, and I'll put that on your too. But I just emailed Dr. Breakthrough my actual notes for this talk this morning, and he can send it all out to everybody. It's actually the premise for my newest book that I'm writing. So you guys are getting a little sneak peek in the newest book that I'm actually writing right now. So that's, if you go to Amazon, you can get the book today.
Rob, may I ask a question? Is there any
Sure.
other way to order rather than from Amazon? I have a lot of people that believe that every dollar matters, and what the Amazon is doing with dollars right now is something that we're trying to boycott, which is not life. It's putting money in the wrong place. So do you have another option?
Yeah, I can send it to you directly from me. So that's our other option.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I can talk to you on the phone later. I can Dr. Breakthrough. I can give her my number, and we can.
There might be some other people that want your number, so go ahead and give it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Here it is. Here's my cell. 614-312-5388. And if something happens, I don't answer, just leave a message and I'll call you back, and I can take credit card over the phone. That is not a problem. And we can get it shipped out to you and taken care of just like that. So
thank you very much, Rob. Appreciate you more than you know.
Yes. Well, thank you very much. And it's a pleasure talking to you. Absolutely. So
likewise. Thank you.
All right. Yes.
So Lady, we call her Lady Love. This woman has an incredible spirit. Liddy, would you like to share gratitude for what we heard this morning? I'm going to unmute the lines here in a few moments, but would you like to, as our voice together, as a single person, expressing that, and then I'll unmute the lines after we hear from Coach 100K.
Well, absolutely, I'd be honored to. As Rob, I know that right now that we're all standing in the now. We're standing in the moment, and now is all we have. And I always look at how we live life, and I loved your words about allowing, contribution, allowing, your life to become a moment of building awarenesses. But when I believe that God is awaiting man's awakening, that he is awaiting our awakening in our spirit, and that's the deeper part of the human experience. And the deepest part of that is the knowing, which is the stillness. And I'm appreciating the fact that, we were born into the sensing universe, and then we're birthright also into the knowing, and that's our journey. So and I'm not talking about the head, I'm talking about the heart when I say the knowing. So I'm appreciating what you're talking about this morning about in your words, because of come to that place where get grounded, and then have a vision and stay there, because that's your ultimate purpose and your ultimate destiny. So thank you for your words this morning. I have great gratitude.
Wow. Okay, hey, real quick, Coach 100K is going to come out, but give your number again, Rob, just to make sure everybody has your number and website, just to make sure.
614-312-5388, and it's Rob Yanok, YANOK.com.
Wow, thank you. Coach 100K, shark.
Shark, Rob Yanok. Oh my goodness. Thank you, my friend, for incredible, man. I'm telling you, I was just over here high-fiving you, man. You left me hanging. I was trying to high-five you, man, and you couldn't high-five me back. But,
Well, high five
man,
back to you.
there you go, my friend. Listen, what great value you gave us today. We so appreciate you. Look forward to meeting you in person one day. But,
Yes.
you know, that Breakthrough spoke so highly of you, and he brings you to us, and we thank you for years you put into your craft of helping people, and I'm so part of that.
Well, you're welcome. I'm looking forward to connecting with you too.